Good morning, Kathy here with Blissful Years, and time for another video. You're going to have to bear with me on this one because it's something I've not done before with cold processed soap. What I'm going to do is make some soap cupcakes, and I'm going to pipe some really pretty 3-color swirl tops on them. Hopefully this turns out. Like I said, I've never done it before, but I thought I'd do something different for the holidays. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a base, and I'm going to color it gingerbread brown mica, and it's going to be scented in chocolate drizzle. And then the top, the top is going to be white swirled with aqua pearl from Brambleberry, as well as the raspberry mica from Brambleberry. And this is also the same color I used in my cranberry soap. That we're still looking for a name till the end of the month. Bandit, stop. Somebody's getting rambunctious. So we're looking for a name for the cranberry soap till the end of the month. So if you want to go back and look at the cranberry sweet video and the cutting, see what it looks like. If you submit a name, you might win a bar at the end of October. So anyway, we're going to get started on this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my oils and lye mixed. I'm going to try and eyeball it into equal portions in these bowls. And then this one will be the chocolate. This one then I'm going to split into 3 different containers here for my swirled tops. And they're going to be scented also peppermint. So I have some peppermint for the tops, chocolate for the bottom. Should smell really wonderful. Then on the tops as well, I have these, oops, I dropped one. Can't have that. It's not real chocolate, so it wouldn't hurt. Well, I didn't think it hurt the dogs, but I'm going to pick it up anyway. I have these little chocolate pieces. So after I swirl on the tops, I'm going to stick one of these on the top. We're going to put some glitter, of course, on. Should be really pretty. These I made using one of these molds here. I got this one off of Amazon. It's one of my favorite shopping places because I live in a really small town and you can't find this stuff here. So we do a lot of Amazon shopping, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, but unfortunately, because there's no local businesses here that carry this stuff. So anyway, so we're going to top it with those. And these are also scented in chocolate drizzle. So they're like little milk chocolate candy bars. Very cute. And I don't know how many this recipe will pour, so I have a bunch of cups. I have these little silicone cups, and that's what I'm going to be pouring into. And I have more over here. They're in a heart shape, so if I have to go past this amount, then I have some extras lined up and waiting for me. So we'll get started. And I may have to pause this video in a minute because actually I'm going to pause it now because I have to go wake my husband up, and I don't want to pause it when I'm going, so give me just a second. We're going to pause this. Okay, I'm back. So, I guess we'll get started. I've got my gloves on, I've got my goggles on. We're going to put the lye in, and then we'll start mixing, and I hope this goes well. I'm a little nervous because I've never done this piping thing before with actual cold processed soap. You know what? So many people do it, and it looks easy enough. Oh, knock wood. So I'm going to try and give it a shot. It could be a disaster. It might not be. But you never know until you try, right? And so that's what we're going to do. I've got a couple craft shows I'm going to be doing for the holidays. I'm going to have 2 so far. So I'm hoping all my soaps and especially these, I hope these sell well. I would think so. They're going to be very beautiful, hopefully. I keep jinxing myself. Oh, and so what I'm going to do to get the 3 colors at once coming out of my piping bag. I saw somebody, because I don't have one of those coupler things. Somebody uses this press and seal from Glad. And what they do is they line up, you wait till your soap's the consistency to pipe, and they spoon it in lines on the press and seal, and fold the press and seal over, seal it in, roll it up, and then they cut the tip off and put it in their piping bag. Just like that. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Wish me luck. So we'll see how this goes. And hopefully the dogs don't get too rambunctious. They're all feeling better now, by the way. They had their surgeries last week. Last Monday. So Monday night they were terrible. Every day they got a little bit better. Bandit had a little rough time on Tuesday, but after that they kind of got a little more frisky, and then we took their cones off their heads last Friday, and boy, were they all over the place. They were so happy they could wrestle with each other and fight and all that kind of good stuff. So they're doing good. Little Smokey and Bandit. They're about almost, or they just turned 7 months old, I think. March, April, May, June, July. March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, they just turned 7 months old. Terrible. Mother can't forget her baby's birthdays, right? They were born February 20th. So. Alright. So I think we're good here. I hope. Maybe a little bit more. I still want to see any little discolored swirlies on the top here. Okay. So now I'm going to try and split this. Hopefully it fits. Like I said, I haven't done cupcakes with this size, well, the whole process at all. And especially with this size batch. So let's see what we can fit in here. This one will be the chocolate. And this will be for the 3 different colors for piping. So kind of, like I said, eyeballing it and hoping that it works out amount-wise. I can smell my fragrance oils over here in the containers. Especially the chocolate. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I just love making pretty soaps, and I was kind of inspired, I should say really inspired by 2 different people. If you've been looking at any kind of dessert soaps, you might know that Eden's Secret. She does some really adorable soap cupcakes and cakes, and she does a really great job. So I was inspired by her, and then someone who does the most beautiful piping. I mean, there's a lot of you out there that do beautiful piping, but one I really like to watch is I think her name's Stacy from Yellow Cottage Soapery, and she is just fantastic. She is just amazing at her piping, and she's on YouTube, so if you want to give her a watch, she's awesome. I've also bought a couple of her sews as well. She does just a beautiful job. So this is going to be a nice chocolate color, which it would discolor anyway with the chocolate fragrance. But I'm going to just pulse a little bit because I want to be able to pour this into my cupcakey things, which I'm going to do here. I'm hoping this one doesn't thicken too much on me before I get it colored and scented for the tops. That's what could go wrong here. So anyway, we'll see what happens. So set that there. Clear that out. Pour this so that I can neatly pour into my cupcake molds. So I'm going to set this over here, and I'm going to bring these over. Try and get the same amount in each one. Roughly. That one went a little over. And it's such a good smell. Oh. Okay, so we're going to have to go top this off. And yeah, I think I'm going to be going into that other tray, and I wonder if I'm going to have to go beyond that tray even. I have some more heart-shaped cups just in case. I'm excited to see how these turn out. I'm a little bit nervous about the piping. So I'm hoping, like I said, that I should check and see how thick that's getting. Excuse me. Because this is staying pretty liquid. It should be okay. Okay, we're going to set these over on the table carefully. I'm going to bring this one over. Like I said, I think I'm going to have to go beyond these. So I have them sitting on some wax paper as well, because, you know, they're durable. I'm sorry, I don't have Christmas music playing. Oh, see, now my dog's here, but dogs are barking outside. Oh. And now they're gonna start it. Hey, stop. That's enough. Alright, let me do this. Bear with me. last of my chocolate into the pouring pitcher. So, and you know, I think if I don't have enough cups here, I'm just going to go top off my other ones if I go over these. I think I'll be okay, actually. I'll be okay here. Boy, I couldn't have planned that any better. So, that worked out. So now, we're just gonna, oh, that's getting a little bit thick. It's not near thick enough to pipe yet, so we're doing okay. But I'm gonna move this over here. Dribble on the counter. Okay, so I'm going to, like I said, split this 3 ways. Hopefully close for piping my tops. So I might have way too much piping. If I have more piping, more for piping than what I need, I have some extra molds, little cupcake molds that I'll just pipe into those and make something cute. Hopefully. So I'll probably, maybe, have to put you on pause while this thickens, but I will see, because I haven't put the color in. Put the color in. So we'll put the colorant in, and sometimes colors accelerate, I hear. And then I have my peppermint fragrance that will whisk into each one. So first we're going to go with this pretty aqua pearl green, and I don't really know how much to put in, so we'll guesstimate. And I love this raspberry. This is like one of my favorite colors from Brambleberry. I just ordered like 3 of these because it's such a pretty color. And I loved it in that cranberry swirl soap. That is like, every time I go downstairs, my bathroom is downstairs with a jetted tub. Oh, I'm a bath fanatic. So every time I go downstairs to take a bath, I round the corner the other way first and I go smell my soaps. I know, it's stupid. But anyway, that's what I do. And that one's just like always my favorite. I just love it. So, let's see. Let's get some white going here. we should go this way next. That's a pretty color. Very pretty. It's kind of a minty color. Oh, there's my baby. There's my baby. I think that's good. What do you think, guys? I think that's good. So we're done with this one. And now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna whisk the fragrance in each one. Wonderful. Ooh, I love peppermint. Oh, that was almost a disaster. So, smells so good. Smells marvelous, darling, just marvelous. Probably should have grabbed another whisk. I don't have another one up here. It's okay. I don't think we're affecting the colors too much here. Oh, fresh peppermint, nothing better. And I think it's going to sit really well on top of that chocolate drizzle fragrance. Let's see. The white might be thickening up a bit more quicker than the others, but it's okay. So I hope this works. Oh, I'm a little nervous. Beautiful, beautiful colors, and I think they're going to look gorgeous with the little chocolate and some glitter on top. As long as the piping can go okay. Color mixing is going fine. It's the piping I worry about. Okay, so I'm going to switch to spoons for these now. So there's a clean one. One for each. I'm gonna come back and check on these every minute or two, and see how they're thickening up. And then when it's time to spoon them onto the press and seal, and there's my piping bag. As soon as we get to that stage, I'll start the video again, and we'll do some piping. Okay, so I'm going to pause you until then. So I will be back. All right.